Welcome to a Beacon Flow class. When you're ready, let's get started in a kneeling position. So as the soul lands in this physical realm, it develops as an individual with character and identity, linking itself to more emotional and mental capacities, which over time disassociates from the essential truth. From that, a duality emerges between soul and essence, which separates the unity of what is real. Unity is self, spirit, and the world, the masculine and the feminine, interweaved into oneness, knowing that we can't have one without the other. That feminine side of us, which lies on the left side of the body, is more soft, carries the more soft elements. It's a little calmer and fluid. It takes on the yin and more meditative side of the practice. And then on the other side, the right side of the body, is the masculine energy, where we hold that fiery, fast-paced, go, 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 taking on the more physical, the hotter, the heat, the sun side of the practice. So in this class, we're going to interweave both of those energy and just embody all the essence of truth, of unity, of that oneness. So let's come into child's pose. Coming onto the knees, you can bring the big toes together. Knees can be wide or together. Maybe the arms extend forward or you wrap the arms around the body. But just let the head be heavy to the earth, just like you're bowing down to the ground. Plugging into the hands as you inhale, start to rise, all fours, tabletop position. So starting to feel the energy that the earth carries, that supportiveness beneath you. Pressing into the tops of the feet, the toes. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Let's come into cow pose. And then as you exhale, round, curl in, tuck the chin in towards the chest, the tail to the knees. So again, inhaling to drop the belly, just like you're softly drawing a line with the eyes, a little blurred gaze. And then as you exhale, press the earth away, press up through the back of the heart space. Let's do two more. Inhale, way forward, full lifting. Exhale to press, turning back into self. So there's that weaving as we breathe in and out. Let's do one more. Inhale. Weaving of the breath, the outside world to the inner world. Exhale. Coming into a neutral spine, let's step the right foot forward between the hands. Pausing on the fingertips for a moment. Pressing the pelvis forward, but keeping a little strength of the legs. It's wrapping around the center of the body. And then we'll back off just a little from pressing the hips forward, slide the hands to that front thigh, and just start to make some circles with the hips. They can be small, these can be slow. You can take them a little wider as everything begins to unfold, to open. You can always pause and linger. Anywhere that needs a little bit more spaciousness, a little more love, a little more nourishment. Just make sure you go both ways. Flowing, starting to come deeper into that Ujjayi breath. place the hands to the mat. Take the right hand inside of the right foot. Heel toe your right foot a couple inches to the right, coming into a lizard lunge. Let's tuck the back toes, lift the knee into the thigh. Start to find that strength in the arms. And then let's rock forward and back, forward and back. So lifting the left heel forward and pressing the left heel to the back of the mat. Just a few rocks, feeling into the back side of that left leg. Deeper into that outer right hip. Keeping the hands planted, we're going to step the right foot back into plank pose. Pressing the earth away, hug in through the forearms. Get long through the crown of the head and heels. At any point, you can drop the knees to the mat. Let's take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, let's slowly lower all the way down to the belly. Coming onto the tops of the feet, hands stay underneath the shoulders. On an inhale, let's peel and lift, cobra pose. Press into the tops of the feet, pelvis down, heart high. Exhale to bow. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling to lift, elbows in. Lengthen the tail. Exhale to lower. Pressing back into child's pose, hips to heels, arms extend. Full breath. And next inhale, start to rise, all fours. Switching sides, step the left foot between the hands, coming into a low lunge. Just pausing on the fingertips. Feeling into the low body. And starting to find a little bit of that masculine energy within the feminine. So a little strength of the legs, starting to wrap around the central pillar of the body, tail to crown, engaging your center. When you're ready, backing off the hips a little, sliding the hands to that front thigh, and let's start to make some circles with the hips. And just beginning in one way, pause. Just shape-shifting within this one pose, this one shape. And bringing some fluidity now within the strength of the legs, all interweaving. Making sure you go both ways. And then we'll drop the hands down to the ground, taking your left hand inside of the left foot. Heel toe the left foot to the left, tuck the right toes, lift the knee. Pressing the earth away. And we'll start those rocks forward and back. So the heel reaches forward, come onto the tiptoes, exhale, press back through the heel. Staying soft through your drishti, your gaze. Heavy in the eyes without building too much heat in the face. When you're ready, let's step back into that plank pose. Left foot to meet the right. We'll take another breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly lower. Come all the way down to the belly. Again, hands stay. 2 rounds of that cobra. Inhaling to lift, maybe getting light in the hands. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lifting, engaging backside, muscles to spine. Exhale to bow. Pressing into the hands, press into child's pose, balasana. Sinking the body down. Next inhale, start to rise. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you can bend the knees and pedal the feet. Letting this mat be a place of exploration of sensation. When you're ready, finding stillness, equal weight in the arms and the legs with the hips lifting high. Heart is melting back to the thighs. Inner heels and inner ankles are reaching down towards the ground. We'll take another inhale. And then as you exhale, start to walk the hands back to the feet. Taking a moment in Uttanasana, find a full, bend the knees, rest and hang. You can grab opposite elbows. You can interweave the hands behind the back. You can even find a little clasp to the base of the skull, just a light release. So you're not even pulling here. You're just letting gravity help with that traction in the spine. We'll release the hands down to the ground. Keep a little bend to the knees. Start to call that earth energy through the body, letting us, the physical realm, be the gateway earth to universe, to stand. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, standing tall into Tadasana. Next inhale, we'll float the arms overhead, big breath. As you exhale, let's take a twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Right hip point stays turning forward to the front of the mat. Next inhale, start to rise, arms high, breathe in, full sides. Exhale, take that twist to the left. Inhaling to rise, breathe in, maybe a little bend to knees, press the hip forward. Find that length out of the side body through the third fingers. Exhale, hinge and fold. Take a bow. On an inhale, way forward, halfway lift. Exhale and lower. Again, a little bend to knees. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Chin stays tucked till that last moment. Shoulders wrap, crown lifts. Inhale, float the arms. Again, exhale, take that twist to the right. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhaling to lift. Feeling full capacity of the lungs. Maybe that little back bend. Exhale and fold. Just carving a path with the heart. Inhale to way forward, lengthen. Exhale and bow. One more time, just like that. Inhale to roll, to rise. Kiss the shoulder blades, lift the chin. Inhale the arms. Exhale, take that twist to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, arms high. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale and bow. Next inhale, crawl your way back into downward facing dog. Let's take a clearing breath together in down dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Next inhale, float your right leg high. As you exhale, round in, knee to nose. Give a little tap. And then inhale, take it back. 2 more times. Exhale, round forward, knee to nose, little tap. Inhale to take it back. 1 more. Exhale, round in, hips lifted, arms strong. Step the foot between the hands. Pausing on the fingertips. Inhale, stagger through the feet. As you exhale, lift the arms, hover the chest halfway out over that front thigh. Spread the collarbones wide, the fingers wide. Strong through the body. As you inhale, we lift high crescent arms overhead. Keep bending into that front knee. Maybe a little micro bend to the left. Tail is turning down. Lift and lean. Exhale, take it back into that thunderbolt lunge. Arms sweep. Again, inhaling to rise. High crescent arms overhead. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full particle of your container involved. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, take hands to mat, flow back. Downward facing dog your way. You can take it right into down dog. Maybe move through chaturanga to up dog. Back to belly, inhaling for cobra. Exhale, we'll meet. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog, inhale, left leg reaches. As you exhale, round in, knee to nose, little tap. Inhale to take it back. 2 more times, exhale, round in. Inhale to extend. Last time, exhale, strong limbs, land the foot between the hands. Heavy through the legs, get light in the upper body. Next exhale, arms go back, thunderbolt. Hugging through the outer hips. As you inhale, lift, crescent lunge, take it high. Full cycle of breath to feel, to imprint. And then we find our flow, the feminine within the masculine. Exhale to sweep. Inhale, draw those long lines of energy. Lift. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, brush it back. Inhale, arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to mat, flow back your way, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Back into that Ujjayi, in and out of the nose, full pumping of the belly. Next inhale, right leg high. If you'd like, you can bend and stack right hip on top of left, letting the heel fall into seat. Keep inner strength in both arms. Next exhale, round forward. Land the foot between the hands. Take an inhale, pause on the fingertips. As you exhale again, lift the arms back, lower hover, thunderbolt. Staying here for 3 full breaths. Pressing through all 4 corners of that right foot. Full strength muscles to bones of that right and left leg. Next inhale, we'll rise. Take your time, come all the way back into that crescent lunge. Just savoring in each sensation. Take 1 more inhale. And then as you exhale, open warrior 2. Plant your back heel to the mat. Adjust the feet as needed in between. Let the arms open wide. Deep into front knee. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm up and over. Little lean into the left side body. While still searching for length. Next exhale, dragonfly. Take the left hand inside of the right foot. Right arm high. Leaning weight into that left hand. Keep some charge at the legs. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hand goes down, flow it back, downward facing dog. Down dog, inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, left leg high. Again, you can bend and stack. Keeping the head heavy, right heel heavy. As you exhale, round in, foot between the hands. Take an inhale on fingertips. Exhale, brush the arms back, lower, hover. And pausing 3 full breaths. Full engagement. Vessel even beyond the skin that you're in. Next inhale, we'll lift and rise, high crescent, arms overhead. Press back through that right heel. And as you exhale, we'll open Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. Maybe you're taking about 2 breaths in each pose. Maybe one more, one less, depending how inwardly you flow. There is no right and wrong. Inhale to rise. Left arm up and overhead. Full lean. Reversing your warrior. And then as you exhale, hands to mat. Downward facing dog. Let's take child's pose from downward facing dog. Or a kneeling position. Back into the pulsating of our heart. In connection to the pulsating of the earth, of nature, of everything that surrounds us, as well as the universe. All vibration, all frequency. When you're ready, let's come back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, gaze forward. Bend the knees and then just walk the feet up to the hands. Letting the feet be inner hip width distance apart. Inhaling, come onto the fingertips. And then as you exhale, taking peace fingers to big toes, finding a fold. You can always bend the knees as needed. Letting the elbows splay wide. Lift the shoulder blades here up to the waist. Crown reaching down to the ground. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale. And then as you inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way to stand. From here, finding chair pose, Utkatasana, let's bend the knees. You can sweep the arms overhead or bring hands together at heart center. Shifting the weight into the heels, but keeping the toes down as a map of gravity. Just little energetic lines, helping in that transfer, that giving and receiving of energy. We'll take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can sit a little deeper. Bring the thighs parallel to the earth. Reach the arms forward. You can even kind of rest the chest to the thighs. And then as you inhale, come to stand into that right leg, left knee into chest, arms overhead. As you exhale, flow back, Warrior 3, taking flight. And wherever the arms want to be here, arms can be out wide. You could extend the arms forward. You could take the fingertips down to the ground or to a block underneath the shoulders. And pressing back through that left heel, lift out of that left inner thigh. We'll take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend into that right knee. Step the left foot back, ground the heel. Inhale to stand, Warrior 1. Tail is down, working to square the hips and shoulders forward. Keep the low ribs pulled in. And letting that central pillar also be no separation here of energy between the right and left, the masculine and the feminine. Next exhale, let's open warrior two. Take it wide, left side of the room. From here, let's straighten that right leg. You can bump in this back foot about 3 to 6 inches or so. Arms go wide, preparing for triangle Utthita Trikonasana. Start to sway the hips, lengthen the torso forward. Get long in the side body, and then dropping your right hand down, left arm reaches. Pressing evenly through the feet, engaging that right inner thigh. We'll take one more inhale, spiraling the right rib half to the sky. As you exhale, gaze down, put a bend into your right knee. Let's rise, reverse your warrior. Right arm up and over, big lean. As you exhale, circle the hands to the mat. Downward facing dog, your way. You can flow or just go. From downward facing dog, inhale, right leg high. As you exhale, land the foot between the hands. Keeping your left hand grounded, inhale, right arm reaches. Taking a twist to that right thigh, dragonfly. As you exhale, drop the right hand down. Take an inhale, straighten both legs, bump in the back foot, plant the heel, half lift. Exhale and fold, pyramid pose. Pulling that right hip back from right shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Next inhale, standing into your right leg, left leg reaches, standing splits at the top of the mat. Leading from that left big toe. If you want to deepen your fold, you can walk the hands back in line with the toes. You can take hand or hands to ankle for that supreme balance play. Right? There is no right or wrong, no good or bad. That is that identity, that's that labeling, that judging. Just the interweaving of what is of sensation. That's what we're breathing into. Next exhale, step the left foot to meet the right. Bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose. From here, as you exhale, take it into that low chair. Bend a little deeper, sit back a little further, arms forward. Inhale, come to stand, this time into that left leg, right knee into chest. As you exhale, glide back, warrior three, your variation, your expression, whatever that is of you today. Just showing up by pouring full self, full awareness into the moment. Let's take another breath in. As you exhale, step the right foot back, ground the heel. Inhale to rise, warrior one. Arms overhead. Big, big breaths. As you exhale, we'll open warrior two, adjusting feet. This feels good for your body. And then straightening that front leg, preparing for triangle pose. Again, you can bump in this back foot. Swaying the hips, left hip glides underneath the right. Start firing down the inside of this left leg, the big toe, the ball mound, and then dropping the left hand down, right arm high. Leading tail to crown, just pressing energy, radiating from the center of the body in all different directions. Beautiful. Next exhale, we'll gaze down. As you inhale, rebend front knee, reverse your warrior, left arm up and over. And then as you exhale, hands to mat, your way back, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, round in, get the foot between the hands, that dragonfly, left arm to sky. Dropping the left fingertips to the mat on an inhale, Preparing for pyramid pose, bump in the back foot, plant the heel, half lift. Exhale and fold. You can always put a little bend to that front knee. And breathe. Hugging in, contracting inner thighs. And next inhale, we'll step in, standing splits, right leg reaches. Wherever or if ever you want to bind. Letting the shape unfold. With each calling in and each letting go. And next exhale, right foot to meet the left. Again, we'll bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms. This time as you exhale, come all the way down to your seats. Moving into bow pose. Options, you can take the hands behind the hips. You can grab underneath the thighs. Just starting to lift the heart to the thighs to the heart. Point the toes, get active in the feet. Little lift of the gaze. Maybe you reach the arms forward. Next inhale, we're going to open it into low boat. Take it low. And we hold low back to mat. Squeeze through your seat. Point through the toes. Reach through the fingers. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let it go. Come all the way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. We're starting to rock side to side, left to right. Massaging the sacrum. We're going to move into 2 rounds of back bending. So when you're ready, setting the soles of the feet up underneath the hips. For bridge, arms come down, fingertips graze the heels. When you're ready, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky, tail lengthens towards the knees. You can walk the shoulders underneath the body and interweave the fingers. Slight engagement of the seat. Keeping chin into chest. Pressing through the back of the arms. We'll take another inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly lower. Releasing the hips to the mat, just let the knees fall in towards one another. No need to force the knees into the chest. Just taking rest to receive. Receive, receive. Setting up for that second round. Knees back up towards the sky. And from here on an inhale when you're ready, lifting hips to sky. Again, you could interweave the fingers, you could grab for heels, you could even take the hands to the low back, creating a little shelf with the arms. Letting the inner thighs roll down. Deep breaths into the front side, into the belly. We'll take one more inhale. Exhale and slowly lower. And taking another pause. Just taking in, absorbing all that information. When you're ready, start to hug the knees into the chest, little squeeze. Setting the left foot to the mat, cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Just finding a figure 4 with the legs. You can stay here, right hand to right thigh. Just ease the knee away from the body. You can find a bind, pulling that left knee into chest, grabbing underneath the thigh, maybe on top of the shin. And as if someone was above you, just pressing that down with knee into chest. That leg a little closer to the body. A lot of times those visuals to our mind's eye deepen sensation. Also connecting you to reality, to the moment. Out of duality in a unity, into that oneness of all that is of this space. And we'll slowly release that left foot back to the mat. Let's keep the legs as they are. Take the left foot a little over to the left side of the mat. Arms go wide, and then drop the legs to the right side. From here, we'll lengthen the tail to that left knee. You can let the arms go wide. You can extend the arms overhead. If you want to take it a little further, you could even take the arms overhead, grabbing onto that left wrist. A little pull and a lean over to that right side, stretching deeper through the left. It may even be light, a really light sensation. Still staying tied to that flow of breath. Just going deeper into the feminine, into the yin energy. That softness, the nurturing. You're ready, releasing the arms. We'll lift back into center, taking that left foot more to the middle of the mat. From here, we're going to take a twist to the left side, so you can come into an eagle wrap with the right leg over the left, or completely release, hugging knees into the chest. You may want to bump the hips an inch or two to the right, and then drop the legs to the left. Wherever the gaze just naturally, intuitively falls. And in this pose, as if the bottom half of the body and the upper half of the body were being pulled in two different ways. With the right and left sides of the body supporting the twist. When you're ready, a little tone to belly. We'll lift back through center. And then switching sides, right foot down, left ankle on top of right thigh. Just finding your shape, whatever works for you today. Releasing the right foot back to the mat if it's not. Keeping the legs as they are. Right foot a couple inches over to the right side, and then drop the legs to the left. Arms can go wide. Again, lengthening the tail down to the top left corner of your mat. If you want to add in the arms overhead, grabbing onto that right wrist, and leaning over to the left. Start to release. Inhale, begin to rise. And that twist over to the right side. So whatever you want to do with the legs, that cross like you're sitting at a dinner table, or maybe just stacking hips, thighs, knees. Imagining sandbags just lying on the body, heavy, heavy. When you're ready, inhaling to rise. And giving yourself a big squeeze in. You could wrap the arms around the shins, lift the forehead to the knees. Big, 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 big squeeze. Just calling all that you created, all that energy into the center of the body. Take a big breath in, big inhale. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Big exhale opens you into Shavasana. Taking up as much space as you like, letting the feet fall wide. The palms in that open position to receive. Full release. Just taking in all this practice has to offer. The strength, the surrender, the ease, the effort. We can't have one without the other. Heavy, heavy. You are that which is beyond belief, which is beyond thought, which is beyond emotion, which is beyond sensation, which is beyond perception, which is beyond all experience, and which is beyond the mind itself. You are a presence of awakened, non-dual awareness, undivided by mental formation. Just be impersonally, unconditioned, and free. If you have a few more minutes, stay in Shavasana. Continue your rest. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.